So in this video, I'm going to be showing you a lead gen strategy which you could use to get leads and appointments tomorrow, or I should say by the ending of the day, right? So it's going to be a lot of you push this button, you push that button, and then you do this, right? Basically, lead gen for dummies. If if I have to write a book, lead gen for dummies, right? It's gonna be very raw, very uncut. This is my third time recording this, so I'm not gonna stop or edit this. And so yeah, let's have some fun. Now we have tried this time and time again. We have a client right now in Jamaica within the first 7 days of not only with the strategy that we use, but installing the AI infrastructure, which will be in the next video, by the way. We had over 111 qualified leads, and 31 of those leads booked an appointment. This is people who booked and like walking in the whole location, right? Each of them paying $300 to $500. So as I said, in the next video, you see how you turn those leads into appointment, right? So let's hop into it. Firstly, as you know, right now most of you guys are relying on referrals, right? And I want to walk you through more specific examples so it feels a lot more real. So as you saw in my last example, in my last video, solar client, they were doing around 2 appointments a week, right? So they were just relying on referrals, going to trade shows, conferences, social media, the organic, boosting the posts, buying leads online, doing banners, all sorts of nonsense. And as I mentioned before, like the issue with this for referrals, these people don't come on your timing. They come on their timing. And this is very annoying because we came into business as business owners to have shit on our timing, right? And what's going to happen is that 1 month you're on top of the world, all right? The next month, drought, right? It's very unpredictable. It's very annoying. You can't make plans in the future, whether it be with your family, with life, because it's very scary. Because like you're not sure. It's a roller coaster, right? It's annoying, very very emotional. So it's either that way or the other way is that you boost the post, which is like that blue button. Which by the way, you never do. I have a video on my channel showing you that, right? I'm not gonna get into that, but most people would boost the post, that blue button, send traffic into their DMs, whether it be on Instagram, Facebook, or WhatsApp. Okay, and then they have to manually sift through hundreds of messages, hundreds of messages, and the qualified people are in there, but you don't know who's who. So like you have to sift through, and then you're gonna get a sale here, somewhere there, and it's tens of hours that you're spending a week. Okay, and then the real issue here too, you spend most of your times on qualified leads. You waste time following up with window shoppers. But what most people are not even mentioning is that the people who are qualified, by the time you reach them, they go with somebody else already. Right? So you can't stick. And that has to do with also like our next video. But so what do you do instead? Let's go straight into it. So this is why I love ads so much. It's predictable. You know the cost as well. It's not like you just know what you're getting into. So this is like the new way. You advertise, you capture the information, you sell them, and you extract more cash. In this video, I'll be going through the ad and the capture side of things. So here's what you do. The first thing that you need to do is that you need to go to www.facebook.com/ads manager, or from your business suite, click on ads manager, right? You'll look something like this. And then once you're there, click on create. Then you will see these things here come up here. Now, again, if you boost the post, by default, you're going on engagement, meaning people liking your stuff. You're gonna get a lot of views. Oh, I'm getting some followers, right? Some vanity metrics, stuff that doesn't pay the bills, I call that, right? What you want to do is that you want to click on leads. Right, you want to click on leads. Now, if you're an e-commerce site, however, you have e-commerce, you have a website, or you have a funnel, whatnot, go straight to sales. Right? I did e-commerce from 2017 to 2023. We did e-commerce, right? So that's about 5 6 years, and we spend a lot of money there on ads. We work with 7 8 figure brands. Take what I'm saying, optimize for sales straight off the bat, nothing else, right? No, if you're a local business, a brick and mortar, or your stuff sells via an appointment, or I guess like you're just small business, just go with leads. Okay, leads. So let's get into that. Let me show you a live ad account, and I'm gonna walk you through mine step by step as fast and as much as I can. I will have some lessons along the way because I just don't want to show you. Feel free if you want to fast forward or whatever, but I really want to show you. What's he saying? I want to teach you how to fish. I don't want to just say click this, that, and you blindly follow me. I want to explain with you why you're doing that, which is why I explain with like boosting the posts and all that good stuff. But because I really want you to understand why you're doing certain things so that it makes sense and then you see the world a lot better. Anyway. So yeah, once you're there, click on create, click on leads, and then you're gonna hit continue, right? Now, then from there, you want to go to manual leads campaign. If you do the tailored way, it's gonna be extremely short, easy to set up, probably like a few clicks and you're done. But you want to do the manual way because you have a lot of control of exactly who you want to target, who you want to show your ad to, not only that, how you want to set up the optimization of the ad, right? And I'm going to show you some flaws in there as well, right? So you want to go to manual leads campaign, hit continue. From here, you want to name your campaign. There's like 3 subsets of an ad here in the ads manager. There's the campaign. So think about the campaign as like a band, like say a Juve band or something, a carnival band. What is the title of the band? That is whoever you're playing with. Okay, a carnival band. So that's like the campaign. So you know the vibes of the band. You know the right. Or it could, let's say, it's a band for in November or October for breast cancer month. A tribe, right? You know the overall. They want awareness, right? Anyway, so campaign, usually what I do, I just do the date. So I'm not gonna name it. I'm not gonna go too advanced here, but let's just leave it simple. So just put the date, your offer name. Okay. Put instant forms because that's what you're doing, right? Instant forms. You could do this. You could put a hyphen, however you want to do it. That's just how I do it. Okay. Again, this is just so when you come in, you know what you're looking at, so you're not confused. Because as you get more campaigns and stuff like that, it may get confusing. So by just looking at it, I know exactly what is what. However you want to name it. Leave it. As far as the budget, now this is the thing. When people boost the post or whatever, I have to say that, or run ads, whatever, they always put like a lifetime budget. They'll run it for a day or 2 or 7 days, and then they'll put a budget. You never want to do that. You always want to do like a daily budget, right? And the reason why you want to do a daily budget is because over a lifetime budget, again, it's a small thing, but it has huge impact. When you do a lifetime budget, Meta is seeing, okay, cool, he or she is only gonna spend money with us for the next 5 days or 7 days, okay, versus someone who has a budget on a daily. The ones that the one like for daily most likely is gonna spend more, not all the time, but that's just how they see it. The lifetime one has like a deadline that you're gonna stop spend money with us. You're gonna stop spend money. The ones who do the daily, that okay, it looks like you're gonna be spending this money on a daily, they're gonna reward you more. You get acquisition for cheaper. Split test it yourself. Do a campaign for daily budget, and then do a campaign for lifetime budget. Run it side by side, right? And check how many sales, not messages or all kind of nonsense, how many sales you get in each of the campaigns. Do it for yourself and see. But anyway, don't do it. Save money. Daily budget, right? For this example, I'm just gonna leave it at 20, right? Make sure that this is on. That's a make sure that this advantage campaign budget is on. Okay, another word for that is CBO. All right, now ad set. This is like, excuse me, this is where we're gonna do the targeting side of things, like who we want to target, how we want to do it, where we want your ads to be shown, what platforms, age range, demographics, all that good stuff. And I'll show you some flaws that everybody do here as well that I've seen. So always do, as I said, instant form. If you have a funnel and you have you generate leads through that side, you could also do website, but leave it as instant forms. Don't do like the messenger thing, Instagram, WhatsApp. No, right? Select your page. Performance goal, maximum number of conversion leads or maximum number of leads. For you, I would recommend you do maximize number of conversion leads, obviously. All right. Again, split test these two and see. But since you're now starting out and you want money like now, just do maximum number of conversion leads. Okay. As you can see right here, we'll try to show your ads to the people who most likely to convert after sharing the contact information with you, right? This is on. Let's see, from there, the date. Now, the time is 3 p.m. to 36 p.m. If I was you, I would still launch it around this time. Anytime past 5, I would not launch it. What I would do, I would schedule it for the next day for midnight. Let's say 10th, and I put like 12:01 a.m. Okay, because if you launch out at like 18 a night and you set like a budget, let's say $20, $100 a day, whatever your budget is, it's gonna try to spend out that money within the next 3-4 hours, and that make any sense, right? So usually launch it at midnight, even if it's 5 a.m. in the morning, but I like 12 a.m. because at like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, there are people who are up. I've seen it. I've woke up to 5 appointments from the night and like probably 20 leads. In between that, 1 to 3 in the morning, right? So that's really a great time. So based on my experience within the region, right? So 12:01, and then you put the time for your next day, right? Okay, boom, done. Do not set an end date. I repeat, do not set an end date, right? So that's that one. And here you're gonna go down to the location. Now, if you're from a small island, because we have a client that's in St. Lucia, just leave St. Lucia as is. Don't try to go any smaller than that. I'll explain what I mean. If you're in Jamaica, Trinidad, and so on, a little larger, Puerto Rico even. If you're a brick and mortar, what you can do, let's say that your location is in, let's say, Port of Spain, right? Always do like the city, not the state, right? Because like with the city, you get to choose the mile radius around how people within this region that you want to show your ad to. So let's say you want to do like a 10-mile radius within this location. You can see it's around basically 300,000 people within this area. Realistically is a lot more, but not everybody is on Meta, right? Instagram, Facebook, and so on. The minority isn't, but majority is, right? But anyway, you can see within this area. The cool thing as well, you could also exclude certain areas. So let's just say I wanted to exclude, I guess, say Diego Martin, because I'm seeing that right here. Diego Martin, you see city here. In this case, I would do state, because if you do like the city, you will see it's gonna be huge like this, and it is not making any sense. And if you do a 10-mile radius here as well, it's kind of not doing it proper. It's not, you could see it's kind of defeating the point, right? So I would you can see it's around 90,000 people, but that is not really in the Port of Spain area anymore. It's more so in like Tuna Puna, going on to the Shoguanas area side of things, right? So I would remove this, and I would do Diego, and I would do the state. Okay, this is a little hack for you, by the way. You see it's a lot more. You can see it's only like probably 10, 20,000. I don't know how much people on Diego Martin. Let's say 50,000, right? You see it's a lot larger when you do the state. So, and you could exclude anywhere that you like. You could also target multiple areas as well. You could even go down San Fernando. I could do a whole video on this. But anyway, next thing too. So you're gonna go into the interest. I would honestly leave this blank because these algorithms are so powerful nowadays. You could just leave it blank. But if you wanted to, shameless plug, not plug, but key insight, what nobody's using. Yes, they have an age range. I honestly would leave it blank. I mean, do it broad. In the interest, this is the area where, let's say on your Instagram or like your Facebook, you see something with, let's say, politics. You watch a lot of that. You could enter, let's say, politics, right? You could see people within that area, right? And including that area, you could target people who are interested in politics, right? Now, the issue what people do is that they stack, especially in a small, like they may enter multiple interests. They may go and enter, okay, politics, and then I want them to do I don't know, president, right? I don't know, I'm just entering something random, right? Job titles, school, it's not. Job titles, employers, more looking for interest. Okay, it's not here. But anyway, they stack, they call it stacking. But the issue, like when you do that, let's say it works, you don't know which of the interests, call it interests, actually worked. You don't know if it's politics, you don't know if it's vice president. I'm just saying, you don't know if it's Top Gun, whatever the interest that you are. So you always do single interest in your ads. Always do single interest, because you're gonna find out, okay, this is mostly the winning audience that makes me my most money. Single interest. Okay. Now there's also and I could do a whole video on this as well. You could actually target people within the country who have certain education levels, okay, financial levels, if they are parents, their relationship status, if they're married, newlyweds. This is really good depending on the industry that you're in, that you could target specifically those individuals within a specific area, right? That is excluding specific areas. See how cool this is, right? Not only that, but like the behaviors, like anniversaries, for birthdays and stuff. We do this for when we work with restaurants. We literally pack them out for birthdays, all right? Literally down friends of friends, because like we created like some offers, because when you're having like a birthday and stuff like that, you don't just go by yourself. You can, but you could create an offer for like 8 people, for 10, for 12, for 6, right? It happens, or even for a couple, right? Yeah. So that's some game there. And then lastly, you have like the placements. So where do you want to show your ad? Now, as I said, I would leave this here. I would just leave it as is. But if you want to, you can go and edit and go to manual placements. What this just shows, as you can see on automatic, it shows your ad basically everywhere. But your ad is not equipped to show on all these platforms. If you have like a video ad, it's not going to show good on how to say it, like when someone how to say it, like an in-stream ad or something like that, or sorry, not an in-stream ad, on the network. This is like when someone is playing like a game or something and their phone is like landscape, right, like this. It won't show properly. So what you can do is just leave your ads on the feeds and reels. So exclude audience network, exclude all unattended. Look, leave all these feeds here, leave all these stories and reels here, Instagram reels, Messenger, leave all these checked and unchecked search results and unchecked in-stream ads for videos and sorry, leave this. So just uncheck search results, messages, apps and site, and just leave everything else. Leave all the feeds. Okay, this is important. So from there, you move on into the ad. So a quick little summary before we move on. By the way, we haven't even gotten to the meat yet, but this is it. You have shown where you want to exclude the age range. Again, you could put 25 to 45, or at least you could do probably at least 30. You can see all the numbers. Change interests in politics, single interest, all that good stuff. Where you want your ad to be shown. Now, here's where you're gonna create your ad itself. Obviously, you're gonna name your ad, whatever. Name it. I'm not gonna go through that. Name it. Make sure your page is selected. You could upload an image or a video, whatever you like. Primary text would be the text on your ad. We call it like the ad copy, right? So let's put ad copy. The headline of your ad. Your headline is actually very, very important as well, but I'm not gonna get into that. Headline, and then you're gonna put a description as well, right? Something short. I'm not gonna get into that either. So description. So, and then call to action. Stick with Learn More. Stick with Learn More. If you're in the car dealership space, probably real estate. Real estate, I would say stick to Learn More. Car dealerships, Learn More. All those other stuff. For investments and stuff, you could do Get Quote, depending on what you're doing. So, but in general, if you're unsure, Learn More, right? E-commerce, website stuff, Shop Now. Shop Now. Direct for like the product and stuff. You're selling a direct product. Hey, boom, buy this. Shop Now. Other type service-based businesses who require appointments and stuff, conversations, Learn More, right? So here's where we go. Now here's where you're gonna create your lead forms. This is gonna be important. So before I show you how to, I need you to understand something. The reason why, ultimately here, on the front end, that we were able to get them over 150 plus highly qualified leads. The appointments, again, that's in the other video, but highly qualified leads. Okay. With residential and commercial type business owners is because of this. Same thing like with my funnel. So the overall goal here is that it's an ad that they see. This was an ad specifically for Trinidad. We also have some that targets different countries in the region and also like in the Caribbean on the whole, right? So it's an ad. From there, they're gonna see what we call a lead form. Okay, so we just did all the targeting and everything there that I just showed you. So now what we're gonna do is create the lead form. Now the issue, what most people do, actually before I get into that, the importance of a lead form is to qualify people before they even speak with you. Right? We don't want them speaking with you. Excuse me. We don't want them speaking with you if they're unqualified or not interested right now and all that good stuff, or they just want to shop around, right? So you need a lead form that qualifies them even more. So we've already done it in the targeting. Now we're going to do a lead form. So when they see an ad and they click on it, this form comes up. Now, what most people do when I see it, they just have lead form. You click on it and then it automatically fills out your name, email, and your phone number, and then boom. That is horrible. You're still getting qualify people, because anybody could just mistakenly click on the ad and just click on submit. A granny could do that, right? And then, oh, sorry, I didn't know. I was just browsing. No, right? Or some people might ask stupid questions like, "Are you interested in this offer?" or something. Of course, they're gonna say yes. Nobody's gonna say no, right? But that doesn't mean that they are qualified. So you need something what we call conditional logic, right? You just have to click on create form and you create the form. But let me show you some what it looks like in the end. What it looks like in the end, let me show you some of our clients who I've used like in the past, is that we ask them like, hey, for a solar client, is your energy bill over 400 EC a month? Yes or no? If they click on yes, they move forward onto the next question. If they click on no, it's below. If they don't move forward, they say them, hey, thanks for your interest or whatever. So what I recommend you do, you get 2 to 3 questions. Now, if you're in the real estate space or you sell cars and so on, it's going to be a few more questions that we add than this. I'll be around 5. If you're saying, okay, how much? Sweet spot is 3. Not 1. You try 2, but like 3, 2 to 3 is kind of like the sweet spot, depending on what industry that you're in. But in general, if you're not sure, 2 or 3, right? So these that I have here is 2. For ourselves, we have like 3 or 4 questions. So like, hey, are you above 400 EC? Because you want to tailor this. Like, where do you get ideas to create your lead forms? Tailor your form specifically to people who spend the most money with you. Who spends the most money with you, who you can get the greatest ROI. A lot of people are scared to like put numbers in here and stuff, but like, no, I don't want to waste your time or mine. So for example, like with us, I asked like, yo, are you above, in this one, we have a different one now. But like in this one, it was like, yo, are you above or below 60K a month? They click on below, they don't move forward. They click on above, then they move forward. So if your industry requires, in terms of like for cash flow or whatever the case may be, don't be afraid to just be very direct, right? Be very direct. So for us, we did like, yo, is your bill above that? Yes or no? And then only then they move forward into the other question, which is like, hey, what should best describe your property ownership? I own this, I own that, or I'm a renter, or whatever. If they clicked on I'm a renter, the form closes off because they can't help renters. Another question would be like, yo, how soon are you looking to implement this? Immediate. Like I think we have. First one, like, I ready to book now? Yes, I'm on a book now. No, I'm just browsing. For you, depending on the industry said, you could put immediately, 1 week, 1 month, I don't know, 6 months, a year. Right? If they click on 6 months or like in the latter half, the form will close off and they don't move forward. Is it because again, what's happening is that you're funneling them down to qualify them. Right? We have a client. Let me show you this one. It's powerful for men with ingrown hairs. So you ask them like, hey, how often do you experience ingrown hairs? Frequently, occasionally, rarely. If they click on frequently, they move forward. Occasionally, yeah, they move forward. Rarely or never, closes off. Because the guy with someone who experiences this pain frequently is more likely to buy right now, to come in right now, to solve his problem right now, because he is in the most pain. Someone who is like rarely or never. So I want you to really spend time thinking about this. It's very, very important. Spend some time. Don't be afraid to, and also give people an excuse for them to leave. Like, hey, like we rarely or never, because you want to qualify them. Okay, multiple choice. And then, hey, like, are you ready to try a professional treatment for your ingrown hairs? Yes, I'm on the book. No, no, I'm just browsing. Click on yes, then they move forward. Click on no, closes off, and you could redirect them to your Instagram, redirect them to wherever that you want to. Okay, this here is extremely powerful, extremely powerful. Another example, I couldn't screenshot the full thing, but oops, sorry, another MedSpa client. So this is where it comes into focusing on your offer. Like, you ask again, like, who's spending most money with you and so on. Is like, and who stays with you the longest. Women who have an event in the next 3 to 6 months, whether it be they're getting married, they're getting the graduation, they're going on vacation, right? They tend to stick to the treatment longer. They come back often, they buy often. Okay, so we spoke specifically to them. Yes, we could service other people. Oh, but we could do this, we could do that. Blah, blah, blah. No. Dialed in. Focus on your systems first, and then, because again, people who don't go through this, they might still click on your profile. Next thing you know, your phone is ringing because they're calling your phone number, asking about your service or your product, whatever the case may be, right? So don't just think this is like a no-go, but the system has to be streamlined. Excuse me. So we're targeting the ad, the offer, the angle. Everything is for women specifically who have skin problems, and they have an event in the next 3 to 6 months, a marriage, graduation, traveling, vacation, for business. So for us, it's like, yes, within the next 3 to 6 months. If they click on yes within the next 3 to 6 months, that is only when they move forward. I think yes, but it's more than 6 months away. I think we allowed the second one. I'm not sure. I'll have to speak with Eric. No, I don't have any major events planned. They don't move forward. And then we ask them like, hey, what's your primary skin concern, right? So you see how it works. Make sure that conditional logic is on. Okay. Now, by the way, I created call it a Tango, step by step, like how click here. If you want access to this template, how to add a video, all this stuff, you could literally just like watch it. Take me a while. Conditional logic, you have all the information how to create a lead form. If you want access to all of this, send me a DM, send me a message, and I'll get it over for you. Okay. Anyway, back to where was I? And that's it, guys. And that's literally, and then you could just get a shit. And now you may be like, oh, but I wonder what's that the cost like to get a lead. We were getting them qualified leads for less than $1 USD. Crazy. $1 USD. And getting them appointments for like $8 or something like that. Right? Who was pre-vetted by the time for the appointment. Again, even a lot more than this. $1 USD. Would you spend hours in your referrals or your trade shows, conferences? Or would you spend $1 knowing that, spend $1 USD, I get someone within this area, within this age range, who has these problems, who's interested in getting their shit fixed now? It's like, this is like the beauty of AI, and I'm not sure if you watched like the first video, which I hope you should. The pyramid: labor, capital, AI. And that's what makes Meta rich. That's why they're worth. That's why Mark is worth probably what, 200 billion. Okay, that's why Google is $1 trillion company, right? Now been vetted before they even speak with you, right? And as you can see, like in the next video, this is where our AI infrastructure comes into play, where it automatically engages each of the leads, has a conversation with them on WhatsApp, qualifies them, right, and books them on your calendar automatically, nurtures them, follow up, all that good stuff. Amazing, right? So I'll see you next video, because getting the lead is where the work begins. people think that your job has just started here, right? You now have all these leads now, but you need to contact these leads, right? Anyway, so hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know. Send me a message. If you're in the community, feel free to send us a message. I'll get back, or David, or whomever. And yeah, hope this was fun. I know it was like a longer video. This is my third time re-recording this, but I just wanted to share this with you. And go implement this. You've just learned something. Go implement it as soon as you can. Love to hear your feedback. And yeah, let's have yourself a great Christmas and a great New Year, or whenever you're watching this. See you. Bye bye.